just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. First carry for Carlos Hyde. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Now Hoyer. Out to the flat for Hyde. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Sack. Carlos Dansby leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Here's Hoyer. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Frank Clark, he's the one to get in this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. And his 3rd year on is the punter Bradley Pinion to kick it away. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. Fighting his way through contact. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. T.J. Logan, the rookie, his first carry. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They run again with Logan. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And the offense needs 7 out of this play on third down. Here's Palmer to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. So not the turnaround they were hoping for, at least on this first drive. They were shut out last week, now an opening 3 and out.
And when you're coming off a game as they had last week, being shut out, this type of a start really puts a dent into your confidence.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense now, they worked their way back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's Hyde as they begin on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
Throw now on 2nd and 10. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Dayon Buchanan. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
On the carry, it's Logan. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long. They run with Logan. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that'll make it third down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
And now it's a 3rd and 4 situation for the offense. Now Palmer. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's George Kittle, the rookie tight end with it. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. First down, he'll drop to throw. And this is incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. Detroit. Detroit.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Throw now on 1st down. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football. They've got a 2nd down at 5 here to start things out. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Again, he'll drop to throw. And unsuccessful there trying to dump it underneath. That'll bring up 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Let's go. Detroit.
Back to throw again. And this is going to be incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. A reminder, later tonight, the Colts, they'll be in Seattle to take on the Seahawks. And then Monday night, it's the Redskins getting a second straight night game as they'll head down to Arrowhead to take on KC. We're in October already. Can you believe it?
No, I can't. This one's moving fast.
This is Logan. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
On second down, here's Palmer. And this is incomplete. The tight end, Jermaine Gresham, the intended receiver. Third down here.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Throwing is Palmer. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we can spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is taken at the 15. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
They start the drive with Hyde. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
I thought it was a big deal when Arizona acquired Chandler Jones before the 2016 season. Some people called it a boom or bust trade. Which Chandler Jones would you get? I think the Cardinals like what they saw in 2016.
After 4 years with New England, really settling in as a Cardinal. They'll drop to throw. Shows his strength at the 50. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Down, a run with Hyde. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit. Detroit. No. Check. Patriot. Detroit. No. Check. Patriot.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking for Garcon, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, surprise, partner. No, we know it's not a surprise. When you try to complete a pass against this Cardinals defense, there's a reason that they are known as the no-fly zone.
They'll run it here with Logan. Room here to run. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
Now they try the right side here. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Finding room inside the 40. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Throwing now, Palmer on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Gordon. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
And Carson Palmer's going to turn 38 in December. Actually contemplated not coming back in 2017. I wonder how disappointing he was in the 2016 season.
Well, do you think that that's a reason that he's back?
I think that maybe he feels like there's one more good run in this Arizona Cardinals team, and he wants to be the QB for it.
And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
On 3rd and 1, it's Palmer. And that is incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
And with the play clock about to expire, Kyle Shanahan's going to use a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. He'll drop to throw. Looking for Garcon, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kevin King, the rookie from Washington.
Oh, man, partner, this is something cornerbacks love to do, and that's outthink a quarterback. If you get a sense that they're going to throw a quick out route or a quick hitch, you can just lay back an extra yard or two, but then really put your foot in the turf and drive on the football. And here I think he baited the quarterback into the throw and made it pay off.
So after the interception, here's Palmer. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 51 yards. Remain in a scoreless first half. More from the desert after this. And the offense inside the 5 here at the 4. It's first and goal. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are in for 6. Here's Phil Dawson now for the point after. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. Hoyer going to hand it off to Hyde. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
He'll look to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. The Niners on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Looking to throw. He's got Burbridge. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down.
Here we go now. Blue landed. Blue, Detroit. Detroit. Back down in that belly. Here we go.
Now Hoyer. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there just before halftime. 44 yards. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie from NC State, Josh Jones. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. They go screen pass to Hyde. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And now running right through it. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now a play fake here on first down. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former Super Bowl MVP Malcolm Smith. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They go play action here on first down. Looking for Garcon. He's got him. Touchdown 49ers. Pierre Garcon, his second touchdown on the season. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And that one makes it 14-7. Gold now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So out now come the Cardinals. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 14 yards there on the pickup, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On third down, that's Logan. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Give them a lot of credit. They ended up running the ball on a key third down situation. They were staring 3 and out in the face and found a way to flip the script and keep the ball moving on offense.
They go play action now. Palmer. It's complete to Parker, left side. Touchdown, Cardinals. Devontae Parker, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, being on the second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49ers getting set to trot out there. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Here's Hoyer. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. They'll set up a throw. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Here's Bradley Pinion now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Fielded at the 20. Oh, and now he bowls him over. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now. He's been terrific so far. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. They'll set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. First down, he'll drop to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The Niners on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw here. And incomplete here on third down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. Shift together here from the D-line. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll fake the give to Ellington. Now it's Palmer. He'll buy some time right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Arizona. This is taken around the 12. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They'll try to fire up the running game with Hyde. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And while there is no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An extra DB added here for the Cards on 3rd.
Blitzer play coverage.
He'll look to throw. Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. Chandler Jones coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And it's fielded at the 34. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now they'll run it on the toss. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th. Now they'll run it on the toss. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. The Cardinals on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Play action. Now Palmer. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. The throw is Palmer. And over the middle, this is Parker. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. From the red zone now, here's Palmer on 1st down.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
Throwing again here, Palmer. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Devontae Parker with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Now Dawson for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And right now, these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
The toss play. This is high. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. He'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Frank Clark in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Let's go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it is incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the 2nd half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On 1st down, it's Palmer. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the All-Pro, Navarro Bowman. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the rookie from NC State, Josh Jones. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. So after the interception, here's Palmer. Flushed out right. Caught right side. Gresham. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Elvis Dumerville in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Now Palmer on 3rd and long. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's caught. This is Burbridge. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Green, 39.
Now Hoyer. Incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
He'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Let's go. Boom,
They'll drop the throw. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping them from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Hurry up, here we go. Watch it now. Look at 56.
Hoyer now on a sneak. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed he did. They stop him. And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Palmer now off the bootleg. Escaping the pressure right. And now this one's intercepted. A 3rd interception for Palmer. Rashard Robinson with a pick. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 2nd down. second down now after the pass completion. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
All right, here we go. Blue landing. Blue landing. Watch it now, Barney.
Hoyer. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Niners on third down, not getting the job done at all. A very poor 1 for 10. This is 3rd and 8.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. No, check. Patriot. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Hoyer. And he's got Burbridge. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
13.
Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 30. Gone. All right, now, lucky 56. Gone.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
While an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play, for the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Looking to throw. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Robert Kindici in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon.
No, check, Patriot. Here we go now. Gone. Watch him now, Barney. No, check, Patriot. Gone.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This complete over the middle, Burbridge. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
Lucky 56. Green, 39. Green, 39. Over.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Now they try the right side here. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
If this was boxing, you think maybe they would have thought about stopping this one because this defense has been bruised, it's been battered, but this is why they keep the fight going, right? They just got done with a really nice play, showing they still got a little bit left, don't they?
Haven't had many plays that they can clip, put in the film room, and smile about, but hey, there's one.
Clip and save.
He finds an opening past the 40. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
No. Check. Patriot.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And it's a fumble. And he will fall on this one himself, so no late turnover, and time has run out on this football game. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
No Harvard, but I was a scholar. Hard knocks, and I learned to be smarter. Don't prefer to be bothered. You get if I order. That's word to my father. I will for my mother.